Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Cervantes.
This is Casey, your HR body talent.
My name is Karen.
This is Hannah. I'm AJ.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
We are here today to talk about what can virtual assistants do for you.
Working from home has been working out well.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company. We're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fit.
When you have someone helping you around, you just finish things on time. You save time and you save effort. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of IHR Buddy Live. And my name is Karen Davy. And today is kind of very interesting topic because this is some topic that we haven't even touched from the beginning of our live. Like when we started this, we're all about virtual assistants, how to be a virtual assistant, social media managing, digital marketing. We have ads, we have SEO. We've tackled almost everything that a VA would do, but we haven't touched the subject or in we learn who's behind managing the virtual assistants, right? And if you know, it's very important that when you have a business, especially there's virtual assistant and you have like more than 10 or even more than 5, it's very important that you can organize their time, manage their tasks and responsibility, and at the same time be able to monitor them. It's not like we monitor because we don't trust, but we monitor just to make sure that everything is done the proper way and accordingly. And of course, who's responsible behind the scenes of a virtual assistant? No other than our workforce manager. So we invited a very special guest, and she's the workforce manager for iChair Buddy. And here we go. Let's welcome Davy. Hi, Davy.
Hello, hi, Ate Karen. Good morning.
Good morning. So Davy here, she is in charge of managing the time of the logins, the logouts, everything that involves the attendance. Sometimes the should I call it the discipline of VAs, like when
Yeah,
it comes to
you can call that. Yeah.
yeah. So she's also in charge in sending out emails when we need to coach our VAs, and if we have some issues, she's the one who manages to fix those and organize a lot of things when it comes to virtual assistant. So, Davy, would you tell us more about your job, your responsibilities, and duties as a workforce manager?
Sure. Thank you, Karen. What I do is, of course, I track the attendance every day. I have to make sure that the VA always comes into work. Not only comes into work every day, but have to make sure that they're on time. They've clocked in at least 5 minutes before their scheduled time to avoid being late. I have to make sure that when they go on a break, they're not going over break. And also, I have to make sure that they are clocking out on time as well. And on top of that, I also manage their leaves. I try to track down their leaves if it's paid or unpaid. And also, I generate their timesheets just in time for our pays every cut-offs. And that is on the timekeeping or timesheet side of my responsibilities. On the other side of it, I also manage VAs when they work with their clients. I have to make sure that they are getting what they need for their tasks. I have to make sure that they're doing good with their clients. If they needing help with the tasks that they need to do with the client, I try to find ways, or I try to find people that will be able to help them out, give them tips, and probably teach them or coach them just to make sure that their tasks are being done in a timely manner, and of course with a great outcome as well. So that's basically the overview of what I'm doing. And not most times, but sometimes if there have been any issues with the clients, or they're late, or they're over break, I conduct coaching with the VAs as well. I would like to know what's going on, what we can do, what could have been better, what went wrong, and what is the future plan to avoid these from happening again. And of course, we do that with a coaching blog as well, so that if ever there will be a necessary coaching for the next time, we'll be able to backtrack or check what we've done in the previous coaching and compare it with what's happening in the future. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Davy. So, if I may ask, how important is having a workforce manager? If business people would ask, why won't it run without a workforce manager? Like, I have a couple of VAs, and what happens if I don't have someone like you?
Well, it could work, but definitely there will be times that you will be able to neglect, right? For example, you'll be able to skip their timesheets, or it's not going to be as accurate as it is with their pay. And well, what I do mostly is I just have to make sure that everybody's came in to work. So without a workforce manager, it's going to be really hard to backtrack or at least track the current situation of their timesheets and the tracking. Especially, this is important. Well, we do this to make sure that they are receiving their proper pay, to make sure that there aren't any days they're missed with their pays and all that. So it could work, but it with a workforce manager, it'll be easier for them to track down their timesheets, their attendances, if there's any leave and all that. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. I have a funny question because not just you and HR buddy, but I think in all companies when we have these kinds of position where VAs are monitored, can we say that you are the most hated person?
Oh, definitely. I really am. Well, this is actually, well, there are times that it's going to be really challenging, especially with the people that you're going to be managing, but you shouldn't be affected. You shouldn't let it get to you, because you're just doing your job, and you have to make that person understand that, hey, this is nothing against you. This is just to make everything organized, and we can manage your time, just easily as possible. So even if they hate me, it's all right. I don't take it personally. It's just a job. So yeah, I
Yeah,
would agree. Definitely.
yes, yes, I agree. And it's hard because nowadays, it's just like you when you go to the office, there's someone who's in charge in your timekeeping.
Yeah.
It's just that, of course, here online, it's not harder. It's actually easier. Although, of course, we have to make use of some tools that will help us track the time and track the tasks. So, well, if I may ask, Davey, what are the tools that we usually use so that you can be able to manage or organize, have an overview of what time the VA clocked in, clocked out, takes a break, so stuff like that. How are you able to track them?
Okay, so the primary tool that I'm using is actually called Time Clock Wizard. With a Time Clock Wizard, I'm able to actually see what time they clocked in, what time they take their breaks, what time they ended their breaks, and what time they actually clocked out for the day. Not only that, I can also backtrack their time sheets from a week ago, a month ago, or even like within 90 days. I can also actually search a custom date where I would like to check the date when the VA came in to work. So that's what we use for the time clock wizard. And I also use timesheets to just take some notes, who was late on that day and who was over break. So I use two main tools to track their timekeeping.
Yes. Okay. Another thing is, I know I mentioned a while ago that you may be the most hated person, but at the same time, Davy has the most challenging job because number one, she needs to make sure that everyone is on time. They're managing their time very well. Second, she makes sure that anyone who's not on time, who has over break, would face necessary consequences. And it's hard, especially if you're close with all the virtual assistants. It's
That's true.
hard to really separate the relationship between for friends and people that you know and you get along with to being professional or your
Professional.
work, right? So it's a very
Yes.
challenging job because she needs to be firm and she needs to give the necessary um, action for whoever whoever made a mistake or whoever disobeyed the law. So yeah.
Yes.
So Davy, thank you so much for giving us the chance to have you here. And I have a last not question, but what would be your advice? Because I know that as virtual assistants, I have to admit that sometimes we can't avoid it. We might be late a couple of minutes, especially when we do breaks. Um, Timekeeping wise, it's always an issue for everyone, right?
Yes.
Everyone, everyone, regardless
Definitely.
of what position. So, what would be your advice to avoid this, to keep track on time, and to be able to deliver their deliverables on time?
Yeah, sure. Well, actually, the only reason that we track their time is to be able to help them manage them. Because if you will be able to manage your time really well, then you'll be able to manage your tasks and your day-to-day job really, really easy as well. So the number one thing that we do is, of course, to set your alarms. If you know yourself that you'll not be able to wake up in one alarm, set 5 or 10 alarms, just as long as you'll be able to wake up, right? So from the moment that we clocked in, of course, we're going to take our breaks. And then we're going to list down all the tasks that we are going to be doing for the day, and make sure that you have set time for yourself as well to kind of manage your time really, really well especially with doing all your tasks, right? Now, when you take your breaks, make sure that you set your alarm as well for 1 hour or whatever time that you needing to be taking your break with. Then make sure that you set your alarm up, and make sure that you also end your break on a timely manner. So that's what actually we do. We just set alarms, and also we have to set in our minds that, hey, I need to manage my time really well. I'm going to be doing this task for this certain amount of time. And then if you train your mind that you have to be really, really strict with your time, then it's really just going to be easier. It's not an obligation. It's not a responsibility. I think it's going to be more like a discipline or a habit that you make out of yourself if you train yourself really well. So I think it's really about your mind and how you're going to be able to execute and manage your time. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Davy. Thank you so much for all those answers and facts regarding being a workforce manager and everything.
Sure.
Thank you, and hope to have you
Thank you
soon.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
And there you go. So for all of you who has questions, like, does someone manages the VA, or how does the clock in and clock out works on VA? There you go. So yes, we do have a manager, and we do have time in, time out, regardless if we're working online. And it's very important that also we follow the rules, because it's very convenient for us. We work on our own home, so we might as well follow whatever is there to follow, and of course be on time in everything that we do and deliver on time. So I hope that you've learned a lot on our talk tonight, and looking forward that you may all watch again next week. And of course, if you have any suggestions, again and again, we would like to remind everyone that we're open to any comments, any recommendations or suggestions that you want to ask, you want us to feature. Just let us know, and we'll find a way to make that happen. Thank you so much once again. My name is Karen Davy, and this is I Your Body Live. Bye. My name is Karen.
This is Hannah. I'm AJ.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
Right now, what we're going to talk about, and we're here for another topic. Right now, our topic is finding the best of the best virtual assistant.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company. We're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fix.
We want you to hire the best. We just don't want you to just pick up someone just because you need help. Because at the end of the day, you will also be the end of the bargain.
It is very important to check out the competition. I know that you should always focus on your customers and not on your rivals, but you should also always check out the competition.
Even though you have an amazing content, if you don't engage to them, your following will really not grow.
Certain factor comes in is that you seek not just followers. Since you're engaging, you build relationships.
No matter how great you are at processing, no matter how great you are at structuring your company, you could be the best dispute person, have the best credit repair letters in the world, right? But if you can't get clients in, it don't mean anything, right?
When you have someone helping you around, you just finish things on time. You save time and you save effort.